to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got.
Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Washington Redskins. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Put it right.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. Tackle there by Saran Neal out of Jacksonville State.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Haskins on 3rd down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it here with Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Hakeem Hunt, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. 3rd down. It's Adrian Peterson. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Let's go. Big serious right here. You got to step it up. He's crossed. He's checking on the right.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He's scared. Check 99. Check 99. Watch the safety creep.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Allen now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. goes as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 61 yards that time on the ground.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
They'll run for it with Anderson.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
A loss of 3 brings up second and goal.
They come out here in the I. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Get ready. Get ready. Kill.
Allen now on third and goal. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Brings up second and 11 at the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Tighten down. There you go.
On the carry, it's Love. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, it's Peterson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, Anderson. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From his end zone on third and long, Allen shoves him away, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Their own 46-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Don't say nothing.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to loft one. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Mike, 50. 56.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, Allen. Being chased out left. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Down 80. Hey, tight. 56. Been a long day for you.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to Hunt. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Oregon.
53's mine.
On 52.
53's mine.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come inside.
Now Allen. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
C.J. Anderson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Tighten up.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
53's the mark.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
53's the mark.
Half. I got
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm going to run with that.
And now they'll throw with Allen. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Let's get it. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Third down now, C.J. Anderson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Come on, set. You ain't going nowhere. Check 26, check 26. Single. Set up. 49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Kill.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. There he goes left side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter.
53. It's just me and you. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
53. Mike.
Don't get nervous. Watch out.
Check. Crunch. Bang.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Open man is Kroom, the tight end. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down, so you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And now it's a two-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a two-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you? Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. This will be down just on the other side of midfield. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the Bears have scored to add on to their lead in that one. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And an alley to run. T.J. Yeldon. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Hunt going to run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Love. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So that one will be accepted.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Stop. Check.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Allen. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And they will take a knee here. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their... And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.